Since it's Father's Day, we at Concentus thought it would be a good idea to honor the man who is our father and the father of our business, my dad, Erik Strid. Zeke's the founder and the original member of Concentus, and we thought our viewers would appreciate a short video interview of him to reflect on his recollections of being a father, the things he's learned, as well as being the father of our business. So welcome, Zeke.
Thank you very much, Erik. It's nice to be here.
So as the father of 5 kids and 14 grandkids, tell us a little bit about what you think is the greatest part about being a dad and a grandfather.
I'm the father of 5 beautiful kids, 14 grandkids that I absolutely adore, and every father, every great father, is surrounded by a great mother. And I am so fortunate to have my lovely Kristen of 47 years, who I adore, and she makes me the man that I am. So I'm a very, very, very lucky guy.
So you've also had the pleasure of watching 2 of your sons work together to grow the business here at Concentus. Talk a little bit about how it makes you feel to work with us every day and to watch our accomplishments and watch Concentus grow.
Well, I'm a big fan of The Godfather. I watched the movie 25 times, and Don Corleone always said, keep the family close. And when I was a young man and starting off in this business, I decided that's what I was going to do. So I thought the best thing I could do is to look to building a legacy, which we certainly, you guys have so far exceeded anything that I've ever done in my life in the business. And just to be able to walk in here and to see my 2 sons every single day, and they haven't given me a key, but they allow me to come in, that's one of the greatest thrills of my life.
What's the one thing that you've most tried to teach your 2 sons about how to succeed in business?
One very, very easy word: integrity. In your life, no matter if it's your business life, if it's your personal life, no matter what part of your life, you have to have integrity. I think this whole world, not to get crazy here, but I think this whole world lacks the word integrity. I think a little dose of that for breakfast every single morning would be fine for everyone. And I've certainly tried in my career to teach my children that and to live that in my own life.
So Concentus, as we brought it out a little bit from your direct family, Concentus is a firm now of 9 people, and you're the senior member of the staff here. And most of the team members here view you as a father figure professionally, a professional role model. Talk about how you've tried to develop that kind of relationship with the team here and how you guide the rest of the firm in that same direction.
That's an easy one also, because the good Lord has blessed me with whatever ability I have. One of my greatest abilities is the ability to love people. I walk in here and I see these kids and I just love them to death. I really and truly do. And I know that comes out, and they kid with me and they make my day. And I don't only try to give them life experiences in the business, I also try and direct them in life experiences with themselves. Be a better father, be a better mother, take more time with your kids, call your own mom, call your dad, give hugs to people. I mean, I'm crazy about giving hugs. People will come in here with glasses on and say, wait, Zeke, they'll take their glasses off and then I'll give them a hug because they don't want to get their glasses wrong.
You also love being a grandfather. You have 14 grandkids. What would you say is the best part of being a grandfather to you?
Having big arms and a big lap. I wish my arms were bigger. Last night I went to one of my granddaughter's softball games. I had 5 of them on my lap, and I just couldn't love them enough. I thank God, I thank my kids for giving me these beautiful, beautiful grandchildren. I said to my son Paul on Saturday, everyone was at our house. Fortunately, our house is very close by to where all these kids live. And we were blessed to have a swimming pool. And at the time, every one of my grandkids was in that pool, along with all their friends also. They bring everybody. And I said to Paul, Paul, someday when you're my age, the greatest wish I could ever have for you is that you can sit here where I am and look in that pool and see 14 little heads chopping up and down. That is a tremendous, I can't even describe it. There's nothing like it. And I am so very, very proud of all of my kids and the people that they married. They've married wonderful, wonderful kids. They really and truly have. And I adore all of them. I'm proud of all of them. They are fine, fine people.
So, final thoughts. What's the one most important thing you'd share with the viewers of this video about fatherhood in general that you haven't touched on already?
I'll run that line about integrity all the way down. I can remember going to Giant Food Market with two of my granddaughters, and we were shopping, and they went into the donut place, and the donuts looked real good, and they each grabbed a donut. So I was busy marching all around the place, and when we left, I got in the car, and I realized when they got home, they had donut stuff all over their face. I never paid for the donuts. So I took the two girls, and I went back, and we paid 62 cents a piece. And the woman that I gave the money to was absolutely shocked. She couldn't believe that. And when we got back in the car, my grandkids said, Papa, why did you bother going all the way back for that? The woman didn't even want the money. I said, because I would never compromise my integrity for something as small as $1.20. And you have to remember that. If you compromise on small things, you'll compromise on the big things. So don't ever let that happen. I was fortunate enough that night to meet Jimmy Valvano. We had a party afterwards, and most of it was all basketball players. And we got to be close friends. And he told me two things. He said, Zeke, I want to tell you one quick story. He said, I called my dad every single day of my life and told him I loved him. The night of the championship, I couldn't get a hold of my dad. I was so tied up in what was going on, I never called him. Later on that night, when I came into the locker room and we were all celebrating everything, this man came in and came over and said, Jimmy, I need to talk to you. My dad had died. The man that I loved, the man that I adored, the man that I talked to all the time, on the biggest night of my life professionally, I never called and told him that I loved him. Don't ever let that happen to you. Tell your kids you love them. Tell your fathers you love them. Tell your wives and your daughters that you love them. Thank you for listening to me.